was looking at me like that. Anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome to Silence Horror, where I talk about true crime, horror reviews, and music reviews, and whatever piques your interest. I am joined by my faithful little sidekick, Tobias, but they're with their headphones on. And today we're going to be talking about the Houston serial killer. So what's been going on, guys, is in Houston over the past year, 34 bodies have been being discovered floating around in the bayous. So Buffalo Bayou has been a local hotspot where bodies have been discovered. Now, police and law enforcement agencies claim there is no serial killer on the loose, but according to local sleuths and all the above, they are certain that something is not adding up. So, what we do know is that the numbers, approximately 40% of the body deaths result from drowning, while similar proportions stem from suicide, homicide, and blunt force injuries. Many victims come from the Houston homeless population, a demographic that Mayor Whitmore specifically addressed when explaining the phenomenon. So, it being the holidays, I can get it. I get it. Times are hard. People, lose faith in oneself and whatever they're doing, and shit gets hard, and I understand that. But the mass number of bodies being found is somewhat alarming, very alarming. So let's continue on to it. All the articles that I'm pulling up are all from the web and from what I've seen so far. So, okay. So when discussing the phenomenon of bodies being found, concurrent after another, one after another, or two at a time, bodies being discovered while walking day-to-day life. The mayor painted a somber picture of what happens to homeless individuals who succumb to illnesses like diabetes or cancer. Their friends and associates lack resources for proper funeral arrangements, leading to bodies ending up in the waterways. This is an explanation that kind of is a sad excuse for stuff like that. I mean, um, go to the state, find some resources. I know it's, people don't want to go and get that type of help, but I know, there's help out there, guys. So, this explanation, while tragic, accounts for a significant portion of the bayou discoveries. The 3 December discoveries allowed this past month follow this pattern. None of the victims could be immediately identified by Houston Police Department. Autopsies results remained pending as investigators worked to determine the identities and causes of death. The HPD dive team recovered each body with minimal public information released during the initial investigations. Buffalo Bayou and Brays Bayou, both winding through Houston's urban landscape, have become focal points for these discoveries. These waterways provide essential drainage for sprawling cities while offering recreational spaces for residents. The juxtaposition of scenic trails and grim discoveries creates an unease among those who previously enjoyed these areas without consent. So it's more so now above. A lot of bodies are popping up, and they are hard to identify due to heavy decomposition, waterlog. There's no dental record. If there are dental records, it does take time for the coroner to, have these all matched up and ID'd. Okay, keeping perspective and troubling discoveries. This is an article I am reading off of rollingout.com, so bear with me, guys. Retired Houston Police Chief, Police Captain Greg Freeman, urged residents to maintain perspective while acknowledging that Houston, like any other major city, experiences crime requiring vigilance and situational awareness. He emphasized these deaths don't warrant panic about a serial killer, but the city remains relatively safe, and the Bayou deaths, while disturbing yet aggregate, don't represent an unprecedented threat. Families of the victims, like Anthony Curry, whose body was found in Bray's Bayou in May, continue seeking answers about their loved ones' final moments. Each recovery represents a person with connections, history, and people mourning their loss, whether homeless, struggling with mental health issues, or victims of accidents. The concentration of deaths in 2024 and 2025 raises legitimate questions about factors contributing to the increase. Are more homeless individuals and dying? Have mental health resources decreased? Are safety measures around waterways adequate? Adequate. These questions deserve investigation beyond dismissing serial killer theories. Houston police maintain the position that no evidence suggests a serial killer operates in the city. The bayous continue flowing through Houston, carrying water and too often bodies. Residents walk trails. Sorry, guys, I'm dying. Got this flu and it will not go away for the life of me. Uh, anyways, if you guys have headphones on, I am so sorry. I apologize for that. Okay, so here we go. Um, Residents walk trails along heightened awareness. The Christmas week discovery serving as a stark reminder that tragedy lurks in places once considered peaceful escapes from urban life. So, this was a article by Unilad as well. So this posted on rollingout.com. And, people are thinking, there's a serial on the loose when the law enforcement is actually saying it could be due to mental illness, it could be through, homelessness, people just putting their dead in the water because there's no way to bury them, no resources, which is sad, man. I mean, people need to hug it. Like, how can I say this without sounding like a total dickwad? But cities and states need to realize that the population that they take care of or they're in charge of, their constituents need to be treated as such. They're people too. Because they're homeless doesn't mean they're not worth any value. I mean, people are fucked up for just like, there's no resources. Well, fucker, that's why they have programs for this shit. But you know how it is, politics and all, they all fucking suck balls. And I'm saying what I'm saying because it's true. If the city doesn't care for their people, what makes you think their people are going to care for their city? Okay, let me see what other news articles I can bring up. So this floated on my newsfeed on Facebook, and I was kind of curious about that, and I wanted to read. Okay, so there's one from Click to Houston, local news. There is not a serial killer. Harris County DA disputes rumors after more bodies are found in the bayous. So this was posted yesterday at 4:21 p.m. and updated on the same day at 6:17. So Harris County top prosecutor is pushing back against viral social media speculation about a serial killer operating in Houston, even as the discovery of 3 more bodies in the local bayous last week renewed public concern about the number of people being found in the waterways. There is nothing, and I want to be crystal clear, to indicate that there is someone operating there as a serial killer. Harris County District Attorney Steve Tier said in a one-on-one interview on KPRC2, there are more than reasons for these deaths. None of them are a serial killer. So they're saying there's no modus operandi or pattern about, it being a serial. So recent discoveries brought a total number of bodies discovered in the Houston area bayous from 2025 to 34, nearly matching last year's count of 35. So last year's bodies are about 35, so relatively about almost the same. Recent discoveries brought the total number of bodies. My bad, I just read that. While the numbers have sparked widespread social media speculation and true crime discussions, I'm a little bit late to the party. Officials say the reality is more complex and points to broader social issues. So, um, they're still going with the attributed things to the deaths of the people that are being found in the bayous to homelessness, mental health, and substance abuse. With the vast population or mass number of addiction problems and substance abuse overdoses, um, which is pretty much what they're saying. Mental health issues and the ever growing homelessness problem. All of these things are contributing to a lot of the bodies that are being discovered. The city's extensive waterway system, comprising over 2,500 miles in the bayous of downtown Houston alone, present unique risks. It's kind of a little known fact that once you get into the bayous, it's very difficult to get out. When you combine that with someone that is high on some substance, someone that is intoxicated somehow, it makes it even more difficult. Records obtained at the Harris County Medical Examiner's Office show nearly 200 bodies have been recovered from the Houston Bayou since 2017, according to reporting in KPRC's to Jiwon Jung. About 40% of these cases remain listed as undetermined, meaning investigators couldn't confirm whether they were accidents, suicides, or homicides. While some residents remain skeptical of the official explanation, Thier acknowledged that the criminal cases do occur, but emphasized that they are isolated incidents other than connected events. Yes, there are times where we recover bodies that were placed in a bayou criminally, no question, but that is not something that is regular recurrence, he said. The district attorney suggested that addressing Houston's homeless crisis could help reduce bayou deaths if we were more intentional and better than helping our unhoused population and find places to live and supporting them. We'll likely see a drop in the numbers, which is true. And some states have took the initiative to have more programs towards the homeless communities, and as to where some other states, have given up the resources for that or refuse to help, which is kind of bullshit because you're there to help for your fucking citizens and you're just fucking pocketing the money. That's bullshit, in my opinion. Um, so, with that being said, my children, this is a short episode. So, just remember, guys, if you guys are struggling through mental health issues or thoughts of suicide, substance abuse, there is help out there. So, I'm gonna go ahead and shout out the number. So, if you text 988, the suicide crisis hotline will actually will message you, chat with you. You can actually also call that number 988, and someone will pick up and talk with you. Um, and this is this is for emotional and behavioral health support, and if you need medical assistance or law enforcement to help you with your problem, I mean, they'll dispatch someone to you if need be. Um, let's see. So, and if you're same thing, if you need help with substance abuse, you can call the same number, and you actually can call um different various numbers. Okay, so you can call the National Hotline for Mental Health, Drug, and Substance Abuse National Helpline. So with that net, you could call. They do speak in English and Spanish or whatever. Individuals that need any other type of language, I'm sure they have interpreters for that. You can actually call their number at 1-800-662-HELP, which is 1-800-662-4357. If you need help get it. Ask for it. Do not hesitate, because everything happens in shitties a way. People get dealt a shit hand, and does not negate you to do a drastic thing. And you know, you matter. It doesn't mean, people who say the dumb shit they say, doesn't mean you don't. You do matter. You do matter to somebody. Just remember that. And with that being said, my loves, I will be tuning off now. Have a good day. Do what you gotta do. Get that bag, that bread, and head and leave. All right. So tune in tomorrow where I'm gonna be doing some movie reviews, or I might be talking about some other shit. I might be talking about Welcome to Derry. Who knows? I mean, I just finished it, so there's a lot to just like unpack there. But then again, I'm kind of like, okay, it's done, so I'm good. Um, I don't know. We'll see if I'm up for tomorrow. Oh, now I have the hiccups. You hear me coughing? Now you hear me cough. Now you hear me hiccuping. Jesus, like I can't catch a break. All right, guys. So stay tuned and take care of yourselves. Bye.